Hey there everybody, it's Nikki Jordan here on day 18 of push-ups for mental health. So just like I was doing my fingers earlier, I'm going to do my toes, because just like the fingers in reflexology, the toes are from where the fingers attach and the toes attach to the palm or the balls of the feet is the shoulder on up. And when you stretch this whole area and the fascia for this area, which gets stretched through the reflex points, then you can open up this area, which is where people hold a lot of stress. Okay, so let's get going. I'm going to do a couple exercises. They're pretty simple. So you have your hips straight forward. And as much as you can, you have your heel going towards the ground. And then you're just going to raise it and lower it. And raise it and lower it. And I want you to focus on opening the big toe. So we're going to raise it and bend forward. Come up and come down. Push up, bend forward. Okay, so this is going to, and you can focus also on pushing the pinky of the toe in too, not just the ball of the big toe. So focusing on the ball of the big toe and the pinky as much as you can get of all of your toes stretching in this push-up. And as I said, this is a squishy carpet and it's not really great to do it on, but that's what I have. Okay, so I'm going to switch. Hips are forward, bend your knee, lift up the back, bend forward. Actually, first we're going to start just by lifting up a little bit. Lift up, come down. Now my heel can go all the way to the ground. Yours of course doesn't have to, and your legs don't have to be that wide apart or set front to back wide apart. And then you're going to push up and come forward. And part of my balance issue is that this is a squishy carpet. Come forward. So as you're pushing up and then you're leaning forward, try to stretch your pinky toes to come up, bend forward. So that front knee is bending forward. I hope you can see that. Bend forward. Come down, bend forward. So we're stretching the toes just like we were stretching the fingers. Okay, now I'm going to come to my hands and knees, if you can do this, right? And I'm just going to rock back and forth. So when you're rocking back and forth, you're pushing through your toes, coming down, pushing up through your toes, coming down, pushing up through your toes, coming down. So we did that other exercise to loosen it a little bit, and this will loosen a little bit more. Okay, so you're really activating your feet, and when you stretch those balls of the pinky toe and the big toe and come forward, you're stretching the reflexes for the shoulders and neck. All right, so just adding a little reflexology in here. All right, now many people can't sit like this, but if you can, I'm just going to have you lift up one and push up the other, or pull up. Now you could do it at the same time, but if you notice, if I do that, this is more open. The top of my foot is more open on the left. So I'm going to focus more on the right, opening up, pulling up, pulling up, pulling up on the other side. And many people don't think about the top of their foot, but where your top of your foot and the lower part of your leg meet really needs to stay open. And then when I do that, I like to go back to pushing up through my heels, lifting my heels up and coming forward. So this is a way to do push-ups. They're not arm push-ups, although if you have your hands down here, you can activate your arms. All right. So I hope that, whether or not you can do that standing up, squatting like I can, all of that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you do one at a time, but opening up your toes and your fronts of your feet will make your feet feel more alive. You might put them around in circles like I am afterwards to open up the ankles a different way. And so, as I said, toes and fingers are great for mental health because the neck and the shoulders are those reflex points. And when you release those, you could even rub your toes in this point here, right? So from here to here is the neck, up to the second one here. And then this is the head. sinuses are on the sides. And right where everything meets here is right here. So if you rub those areas, then it feels really good that you can start to loosen those muscles. And when you loosen them, you relax your tension. Okay, have a nice day.